All right. So, welcome to the next episode of Nerding Out. It's just the two of us. The third one is on a...
Two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Do the mini-me one where it's like, you and
you and
The other one is on hiatus for a little bit while he does some work.
He's Norman Reedus from Death Stranding.
I showed a picture. There's actually a picture that I saved.
That's the Nathan picture we need on the wall.
Oh my god.
It's just him as Norman Reedus, like just hooking up someone's internet.
There is a picture that I made sure to find again because it was on my old Android and I had to get it. This is him now.
Oh, 100%.
It's like Spectrum. So I had to put that one back on my phone. So every time he's like, yeah, I was doing this today, I was like, Spectrum. But today we're actually lucky because there was a Nintendo Direct today, so we're going to talk a little bit about that, and then we're going to talk about a little of E3, which there has been some rumors going on.
I know it's E3 because of there's 3 Z's in the name, but your big threes are gone.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to start with today because that one was a big deal apparently. So it was Microsoft who was the first one to say, like, hey, we're going to do a Summerfest thing. It's going to be in Los Angeles, and it's going to be around the same time frame as E3.
Oh, it'd be amazing if they all just literally do it at the same time as E3 and just not include E3 to their stuff.
Well, that's basically what Microsoft was hinting at, because they didn't want to say we're not doing E3, but they were like, well, it's easier for the consumers if we do it around the same time frame as E3, and it's in LA, so we're going to do it.
In LA.
So after that, then they were like, well, Sony and Nintendo also said that they're not going to do it, rumored, like.
And they're going to do something in the summer in LA around E3 time.
But they're like, it's real weird. Everybody's doing these things at like E3 time in LA, but not with E3.
E3 just became like those weird pasty kids in the basement of school that you never want to talk to, like the AV kids. You're like,
So not joking.
Or, as I would say, your anime club people who called you Madame Presidente.
It's the president. Oh my god, give her free things. Like, I'm cool with the free things, but stop calling me president in real life. Like, it's weird. You see somebody online,
they're just saluting you.
Oh, president. I was like, please stop. We're in Walmart. I don't need this. No, but like, everybody was talking about like, oh, there's E3 and blah, blah, blah. I was like, Sony didn't go in 2019. I thought it was because they didn't have anything to show, and they were kind of like, we're not going to spend the money because we don't have anything.
Right.
So, whatever. But I truly think it's like because it's super expensive to get like all the props and stuff on like the stages. You got Nintendo that's coming from way farther away than the other ones. And well, PlayStation to an extent too. But like, it's more money, and it's really not worth it anymore because I think once they opened it up to the public, it went downhill quickly.
Well, I think the problem was when they opened it back to the public.
Yeah.
They were like, well, we don't need to do all the cool things that was for the industry people only, so we can take that out instead of keep doing those things.
Right. Like, they don't need to spend the money on the little people because, like, they're going to fanboy anyway. But, like, when I went in 2010, everything was so huge. Like, you had, weirdly enough, the Plants vs. Zombies people, like, breakdancing on the street. And, like, it was the zombies versus the plants. And I'm sitting there watching, like, okay, like, it's real weird. But you
Throwing
have...
chicken nuggets at them.
But, like, you had that. You had, what was it? Fallout New Vegas, I think was...
just came out because you had the cool Fallout New Vegas booth.
Yeah, and I couldn't even get into it because I didn't have the free ticket, which I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, I paid $400 for this ticket.
You're too rich for this. I'm sorry.
But it's like, if you got the free one, that meant you were big enough to get a free ticket to go,
Gotcha.
so you could get into that. And I was like, I paid $400 to come here. I'll be damned if I don't get to go touch the dinosaur, okay? Like,
what you should have done was like, hey, I'll give you $20 if you just let me in the guy. Like, all right.
It's going in. But like, when I went to that, they had that going out. They had the
Assassin's Creed
Brotherhood,
yeah.
I wrecked
3 was
face.
was Comic-Con 2012.
Yes, it was. But like, we had Brotherhood, and I wrecked face on that, and heard a guy in the background like, "Who keeps killing me? It's the barber!" And I'm like, I got a free T-shirt for that. Cutting throats. But like I did that. There was a Sims game because I had that. Of course, that was also the big year for PlayStation Move, Nintendo 3DS, and Microsoft Kinect.
Move.
The PlayStation Move. Now that
Totally
line.
forgot about that shit.
So did PlayStation. They were like,
what's this glowing ball thing on? What is the
but like you had the Kinect, and I did not realize at the time.
that it could see ghosts?
No, didn't know the possibilities of the paranormal. No,
Imagine that in Ghost Hunters. Come at me, bro. Oh, God, it's coming.
They have something different that's real weird. They're like, oh, it's on top of your head. And it's like, it's like, oh, dude, something hurts. Oh, it just bitch slapped you, bro.
It's having sex with you. No, it's not.
Stop it, guys. No, I remember being in line for that, and I had my Nintendo DS with me, and I was playing like Tetris or something stupid, and the guy who created the Kinect was going down the long 2-hour line trying to get video of all the people being like, are you excited for the Kinect? Are you excited? And he stopped in front of me because I didn't pay any attention to him, and he was like, are you playing a Nintendo product in the Microsoft line? And I just looked up and I went, I'm bored. And then he was like, okay, but I mean, like, you're in line for the Kinect. And I'm like, I don't care. I've been here for an hour and a half. I'm bored. I'm gonna play my DS. And he was like, we're moving on. And then I saw him on stage for like the Kinect, and I was like, oh shit, I just badmouthed that guy like right in his face with cameras.
He's like, I'm giving everybody in this stage right now in this auditorium a free Kinect, except for you.
Except for that chick.
You're like, huh?
I'm just playing Tetris. No, like it was this huge ordeal. You had like Kingdom Hearts for the PlayStation Portable was coming out at the time. You had Rock Band 3?
17 and a half, who knows?
It was 3 because it was the keyboard. And
Ooh.
yeah, I was like Bohemian Rhapsody. I was like, dee, 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 up there on the stage.
Just chopsticks.
But like you had all of that stuff, and they made it this huge big deal. And then like I watch it now, and I'm like, that doesn't look anywhere near like what I went to back in 2010.
No.
It was a huge. I almost killed Shigeru Miyamoto, by the way, and I'm very sorry for that. I almost ran him over.
She does that a lot.
They didn't know the rules of the street, and they were.
It's like they're not from this country.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have walked in front of the cars, and like we were. And he's like, oh, sorry.
So I don't know if you know this or not, or seen videos of it. When they walk across the street, there's like 1,000 people walking across at the same time, so the cars aren't really going to do much. They're going to get slowed down by all the dead bodies in front of them.
That's true. Well, just be glad that I knew how to stop, because otherwise we wouldn't have Breath of the Wild and all that stuff.
No, I'm not excited. Like, so we was talking about this beforehand. I'm kind of really losing it on console games. I'm literally playing maybe. I got right now. Only console game I'm looking forward to playing is Hogwarts Legacy, and that just got pushed back for PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
You know, till what, March, April, May, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So I mean, I don't know, and like, I can't think of another game that's come out this year that I want to play.
I want Breath of the Wild too, just because like I'm so involved in who the main bad guy is now. I have to play it just so that I know.
I want it, but like I was saying too, new Nintendo's coming out. So the Switch 2, the rollover, the flip, whatever you're gonna call it, because it'll be some stupid name.
Phone.
You know it's gonna be something stupid.
Play through the Nintendo Flip.
Yeah, it's gonna be something stupid. So I want it, and I'm gonna buy it. But I know if I buy it now, when the new system comes out, I'm buying it again.
Yeah.
And I'm so tired of buying the same game more than once. I mean, I bought Skyrim 4 times at least.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, The Wolf Among Us I have like 4 different versions of.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've never played it on the PlayStation, and I have like a hard copy for the PlayStation. I'm just like, I can do it on my PC.
I got a game at home I found the other day. I can't remember what it is, but it's never been opened. And I was like, I definitely played this game. I was like, I bought a digital copy of it.
I know I've played this game before.
And I own the hard copy of it as well. I was like, oh, okay.
I know that there were a couple of things for the Nintendo Direct that they had today, and one of them was, of course, Breath of the Wild 2, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy it. There's a collector's edition. It has an art book and all that, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy it. Just
talk your mom into buying it and then just take it from her.
Well, so I'm gonna have to show her something that they showed today, because I think if she sees that, she'll be like, ooh, and since you can take the Switch wherever, she can play it at the kitchen table or wherever she's at. So they've finally announced that they're gonna be doing Game Boy games on the Switch. And I think it came out today. So like there are 3 launch titles that came out, and one was like the Super Mario Land 2, Tetris, and then Link's Awakening. The only reason I would play that on the Switch that way is because I played it so much on the Game Boy that I'm used to those sounds.
Yeah, but the new one, they did such a good job with the remake of that.
They
That
really
was
did.
so good.
They really did. But it's like I like the little bloop bloops and stuff like that. So
Just
I mean,
put headphones in and just have someone play the game while you play it, and just like.
so, are we gonna need to go to the left now? I'm going into the next area. All right, cool. Now go down.
No, I said down, not up.
It's like, damn it, not in the woods.
I know that now.
Great. Now we're gonna have to go through the raccoon thing again. No. So like they announced that they're gonna have Game Boy Advance, they're gonna have Game Boy Color, so you can do all those games. And then they had like a Metroid Prime remake, Katamari Damacy remake, and all that stuff. And then at the very end, they were like, "Hey, Breath of the Wild 2 trailer," which, if it's Matt Mercer, we were talking about this before. I don't care what anybody says. If you've seen the show, you know it's called There Will Be Brawl, There Will Be Brawl. And Matt Mercer produced and directed that and played Ganondorf. And we're not talking like Ganondorf from the games. We're talking mob boss Ganondorf. I'll have to post a picture. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen that. What he looks like. I have not seen Let There Be Brawl.
Them sideburns are like off to
He
the
should have done
side.
the big pink, like blue pig one from Link to the Past.
No, man, I totally, like, the nose was huge and then like sticking out and everything, and I'm like, whoever this dude is going to go far, because his acting skills are beautiful. I watched it again the other day.
And it's terrible.
No, it's, oh my god, like,
So you're saying next podcast we're gonna live stream Let There Be Brawl on like an Amazon watch party?
I want people to know that show so they can understand.
If we do that, we gotta do the live action Sailor Moon movie.
No, look.
Just the one scene though. Just
No, but like there's a part in There Will Be Brawl. It's Star Fox, and I don't know why he chose this, but Star Fox, Wolf, and I think it's Falco. No, Captain Falcon's gay, and he owns a rave bar or a rave.
Why did that totally make sense?
Oh my god. I will quote these things like that show until the day I die, but my favorite part of that is when he's talking to Luigi and he's like, "Hey, don't be a stranger out here. Maybe next time you come in, you can," as he's drinking a drink, goes, "Show me your moves." And I'm like, that's brilliant. I love it. But like, all the Star Fox characters are Russian, and I don't know why, but I will quote this and people will be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But Fox, first off, like, Solid Snake is on the ground and he's like, hey, I'll suck your dick for this. Come here. I need this, goddammit. But like, they're all in this alleyway and they're all like freaking out about something. And you see freaking Star Fox come up to Luigi and goes, "What are we having here?" And I do that all the time and no one knows what it's from. And I'm just like, "God, please watch it. I'm begging
So
you."
basically, it's what we do with everyone else that's not us about Kung Pao. Or Darkness Rising. So I was talking about us playing the Lord of the Rings Journeys of Middle-earth, and there's your action phase, and then when the bad guys go, it's called the shadow phase. I'm always like, the shadow! And they just look at me every single time. I was like, I'm sorry, guys.
It's like, look, you got to understand.
And it's, it's like 30 turns, like every time you play, like you go through 30 phases. So it says the shadow phase 30 times, and every time, the shadow. I can't help it.
It's like, "Matt, could you please?" Like, "No, I can't not. All right, you're just gonna have to deal with it."
Like if someone said waffles, I'm like, waffles!
They did good, so they get waffles. No, so like, I kind of want, if Matt Mercer is playing Ganondorf, or if that's what his voice is for that game, I hope to God it is, because then it's gone full circle.
Let's see if it's anything on the interwebs of who it is.
The internets. But if it is, it's like, oh man, there's my time to shine and be like, "Oh yeah, you know that Matt Mercer's playing Ganondorf in the new Zelda game? You know, he played Ganondorf once before." And then people will be like, "Really?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, let's There Will Be Brawl, because it's worth it."
Nope. You just got one person for Link.
For Link,
Yeah.
he didn't talk. But he doesn't talk.
I mean, it was That's my favorite. He's just like, I'm like, who makes that noise? I fell from a really far height.
God. Well, now it's whenever you jump from a height or whatever and you die, he goes like, ah. Can't even do it right. Now, the only reason I'm excited for Breath of the Wild 2 is because I want to know who the bad guy is. I want to know like what his person is. But that was pretty much the only thing I liked about the Nintendo Direct. And they were like, it's going to be 45 minutes long. It's going to be so cool. You're going to see this. You're going to see that. Splatoon 3.
I don't even care about that game no more.
I don't care about it either. And they were like, there's 2 DLC. Well, no, they harped on it saying
There's 2
paid
DLCs.
DLC.
You're gonna get to play the maps from the first game in the second game.
But
you're
in
buying the
third
games
one.
over again.
But this is for 3.
Yeah, it's gonna be new color paint.
Oh,
Yeah, instead of orange, it's gonna be auburn.
oh my god, I have to buy that. Yeah, that's legit all it was for 45 minutes was like, hey, Xenoblade 3 is coming out, and here's this. Octopath or Octo Traveler,
The new one?
Octopath Traveler 2 is coming out in this
I'm
time.
pumped for that one.
Me too, but like, if that's, you made this big to do about a 45-minute Nintendo
Because of Breath
Direct,
of the Wild too.
but it wasn't even
They
more.
could have literally just said, like, hey, we're gonna have a Nintendo Direct. It's gonna be 3 minutes long. And you're like, oh my god, it's Breath of the Wild 2.
You're not wrong. Oh god. Thank God, like I took my 15-minute break to watch like the very end of it because I knew it was coming. But like I was screaming at the freaking computer screen like, I want more of the story. I need more of the story. The only new
don't.
thing is you got a voice.
I don't. Because here's the problem, like, all the Zelda games, like, even go back beforehand. How much did you know about Lake Majora's Mask before it came out?
Nothing.
How much did you know about Twilight Princess before it came out?
There was one scene.
Right,
was
but the story, though.
Yeah.
You've never really known. You know, like, Skyward Sword or whatever, you was in the clouds. They're like, okay.
I mean,
Oh, I'm on a boat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you never had a huge storyline. Like, you're like, oh, there's this guy with this weird hat. Then it wasn't a guy. So, like, I'm okay with it. But what I don't want is what they did with the last Breath of the Wild. Like, it was really good. But if you go back and really think about it, you didn't have good dungeons because it really was never the dungeon like Zelda was.
no.
I want to go back to fire temples, water temples. I want that again. I want to be able to blacksmith or repair my weapons, not just have them break and I have to go get
that
new
I would
ones.
love if they would do.
I would like the cooking to be probably a little bit better and easier, or where you can make things and you don't just be like, I'm gonna throw shit. Oh, it didn't work.
You made sludge.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So like I said, the stuff I want is not bad things. It's just there's things they could have done to make the game better. Like I got really tired of going in each one of those big, huge bandits and like fighting whatever. I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm gonna have to go on this bird and kill it, and I'm gonna go on that elephant and kill it. Like, I want bosses. I want dungeons.
To be fair, yes, there were only like 4 big things to do, and then the rest was just like.
And those little
exploring.
mini dungeons got annoying as shit
Yeah,
real quick.
I have like 20 more of those to find somewhere out there. I was just playing it the other day just to like play it, and I was like, there's places that I haven't been to in that whole
Yeah.
entire map, and I really want to go see everything, but like. I know there's more out in the sand, and I don't want to go do that. But then I got real close to a Lionel, and I love how they like. You don't have to be as close to them as the rest of the bosses for them to see you, but like as soon as you get in their peripheral vision, they're like
Hey,
question mark, and then it just starts going like red.
you know why they got a little navy? It's like, hey, listen,
It's like,
listen.
Z target.
Shut it up.
It's like, oh Jesus Christ.
He's not even trying to kill you because he's mad at you. He just wants that thing to stop talking to him. He's like, if I kill you, it'll stop.
It's gone insane, and he's just like. No, I stood on the top of a mountain and I just threw bombs down at this thing, and like I didn't think he could get me because he was way down at the
Oh,
bottom.
he killed you still?
And he looks up, and the next thing you know, I just see him go. It's like, that can't hit me though, right? Because I'm way up here. And all this like electricity. I was like, oh Jesus! Well, unfortunately, it like knocked me off the freaking thing, and then I landed on him, and then I died, so it's whatever. And it, like Mipha's grace, you know, whenever you lose all your hearts, it was like, as I'm falling, Mipha's grace is ready. It's like, cool.
No!
Here we go.
Yay! It still died.
It's like, I guess I'll die again. It's like, I have all this food, and Nathan's like, why don't you just eat the food? And I'm like, because I needed an emergency. It's like,
Well, you're getting ready to die. This guy, we're just, no, it's not.
nope, this is not important enough. Like, I have to have it for other things. But like, I really liked Breath of the Wild.
I don't want the big fairies that came out of, like, the thing was like,
Oh.
like, let's get, like, the complaints I got are literally, like, just nitpicky, but
I loved those. They were better than the freaking Ocarina of Time version, where she just comes out, she's like, "Rah!"
I'm okay with that.
No. I've been playing Ocarina of Time recently.
Or
and
just one that's just straight up, like, super sassy. She's like, what the fuck you want?
bitch, I've been asleep for like 300 years.
You want me to do what to your sword? Nuh-uh. You best give me some of them rupees first.
You think you gonna get this for free? Nuh-uh. Pay me.
That's what I want.
Go up to him and it's just like, oh, you're a big, strong man. It's like, no, bitch, get off my flower.
Yeah. You want a better shield? I got it right here. Where's your rupees at? Oh, I guess it's mine.
Oh, looks like it's going back down here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh.
But I mean, overall, I was kind of like disappointed in that Nintendo Direct. Like, I really was hoping for a little bit more information. Yes, I understand that it's good not to have info for like the new trailer, but I want to know who it is because I have all these
it's Ganon.
ideas. It's gotta be Ganon.
It's Ganondorf, 100%.
Well, see, that's the thing though, because people are like, well, which version? It looks like the Twilight Princess version of him. Kind of. And the way that they did it was like he never really died in that. So,
Oh, that one picture I showed you beforehand where it was like the face was all upside down and stuff.
yep.
And they turned it right side up. It almost to me looks like it could be Wind Waker Ganon because that whole gem's all cracked and stuff, and you fucking
Oh, you
stabbed that
you
dude's head
stabbed
like
him
nobody's.
in the face.
So like it could be that version,
Very well could be.
and it's already kind of a cell shaded game. Like how good would that be if that's just that world updated and you're no longer in the ocean, you're on land, or the ocean went down.
I mean, that could be because a lot of people say that the sound effects and everything and the lights that you see are from Twilight Princess. But if I remember correctly, there were a lot of little like stones and stuff like that that also had like the glowiness to them and everything.
Possibly. It's been such a long time since I played that one.
Love Wind Waker.
You know what? I did. I really enjoyed Wind Waker. Then I tried to play it again. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to uncover this whole map again. And I was like, no, I'm not.
Nope. It's like, let's just go where we need to go.
Nope, I'm done.
No.
I get like one big giant portion. I'm like, I need to go here, 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 here. I'm done.
I get to the point where you had to. I think they've gotten like rid of it since then, like the HD versions and stuff. But the the original one, you had to go find like the 8 pieces
Yeah.
of the Triforce. I got to that point, and I'd be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to play this anymore. I don't want to go find those. So
So that's what that's my problem with the Zelda games where they're getting like, beat the game, Breath of the Wild, great. Now it's like, go find the rest of these temples. Fuck you.
it's like there's 999 Korok seeds. No.
No, not happening.
Nope. I think I've got maybe 100 or something. The only reason if it's in my path, I will go and do it. But that's because if it's usually under the rock, I will hold it, and then whenever I'm done, I'll drop it on its head, and it goes. Owie! And it goes that's the only reason I'll do it though. So either way, I'm gonna get the collector's edition because I get the collector's edition of everything. But I'm still gonna buy it. It comes out in May. I think May 14th, something like that.
May 23rd, I do believe.
Oh, good.
No. It was like May 17th, 2023.
That's fine by me because the happy anniversary to me. Woohoo! But
I'll get it, but I'm not gonna buy the collector's edition. Once I left Best Buy, I got out of buying collector's editions, and like it's been the best thing in my life.
no.
Like I'll probably buy one or two more. Like Elder Scrolls 6 when it comes out, I'll probably buy the collector's edition of that.
I'd be an old man then though.
Well, I mean, I still got my Skyrim one. I still got the Oblivion one. So like,
Skyrim one was pretty cool.
yeah,
That
I
dragon.
got
and
Alduin
everything.
and still up there. So I'll probably still get that one, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. E3 probably going to be a flop this year. If
You know what I would rather see them do, since Nintendo, Sony, all them not? Do your live stream on your system.
Yeah.
Don't do it on YouTube. Just, hey, you got our system, watch it. You can put it on YouTube later. But every game, give us a playable free demo of. Go back to demos.
That would be fantastic.
Why did they ever stop doing demos?
Because they want you to buy the game for $60. And
I would, you know how many more games I would bought if you gave me a free demo first?
Yeah.
There's so many games that are like, I might like that game. Well, there's no demo, so I'm not going to ever play it. So.
Yeah. There was one recently that we downloaded because I've never actually played a Dragon Quest game before, but Nathan downloaded, I think
They're
it
so
was
good.
8? Something like that on the Switch. It gave you the game itself, like the full beginning of it, and then at the very end of the demo, it was like, hey, if you want to continue this, go buy the game. But your save is from the game, so if you buy the game, you start
Right,
where
yeah.
you left off. And I
Well,
was
I mean,
like,
Resident Evil did the same thing with their game. Their one-time demo play you got to play of, what was it, Resident Evil 8?
yeah.
You got to play that for like the first 30 minutes, and you got the full game for 30 minutes. And wherever you stopped, that's where you started in the game when you got
Yeah.
it.
It's like that's,
Perfect.
That's phenomenal. That
Yeah.
is a great idea for a game because that will make me want to play it because I don't have to do all that garbage over again. So
And I mean, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the original one, is proof that demos work because that was an insanely awesome game, and so many people who didn't skateboard was like, this game's awesome.
the soundtrack to those games, I bought that for the Switch. It's not the same.
I bought it the day it came out, and had it beat the next day, both Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Oh god, no! I'm not
I
that
almost have both those games 100% complete, where I have every single skater completely 100% statted up, all the little pieces to collect, all the
Yeah.
little tokens and stuff, almost a 100% complete all around.
good. Nope, I'm not that good at it. But what was it? Or was it-
You can put all the cheat codes on, and all the achievements still work.
Oh yeah, I know you still do the
It's
cheat codes.
amazing.
It's like because there's the one where it's like whenever you're doing the oh my god, what's it called?
Manual.
No, whenever you're
Grinding?
Yeah, when you're grinding, you could do it where it's perfectly balanced, and
Yeah.
I would just be like, jump on this, jump on this.
Well, there's one of the achievements is like you gotta get 1 billion points in one combo.
Yeah. That's the only way to do
Well,
it.
if someone made a map, you can get it on. And literally, it's a net, so when you go on there, you're always falling. You just continue doing it, and you just hop out and land.
See, I like doing. I think it was Pro Skater 3 when you're on. There's a cruise ship or
Yep,
something
with
like
Wolverine.
that. You can do like this outsides of the cruise ship and just keep going and just jump over like the little spots. And I would do that and be like, yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, that's apparently the next one they're gonna do is 3 and 4 together.
Hell yeah!
And if they don't have Wolverine as a downloadable character, I'm gonna be pissed.
I need it in my life. No, I totally would be okay with them doing demos of games anymore because I mean, like, it's getting to the point where they're super expensive.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend $70 because, like, GameStop, do they even still do a trade-in program?
I think they do, but I don't think they do it on games. I think it's like
It's GameStop.
I think it's like tablets and cell phones and shit like that now.
No. We'll see how E3 goes. It's the 13th through the 16th, with 15th and the 16th being for fans.
So who's gonna be at E3? Is it just Ubisoft and EA?
like all of the indie game ones?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet?
Oh, if the 3 major ones pop out, I'm sure that everyone else is gonna be like,
Oh.
no.
Especially Nintendo. They're like Nintendo's the biggest indie game one out there, so they're gonna be like, "Hey guys, we got our own Nintendo show. It's the same weekend. You're already coming. Just come on down."
Look, they're having it at the convention center. We're doing it at the Staples Center across the street. Like, come on down.
Yeah. They got this. We got the beach. Whatever you want to do, just come on.
There's Corgi
Oh
Day.
no. You know where Nintendo's doing theirs?
I mean, Japan.
No. Nintendo World, Universal. If it's
Oh
not
my
there,
god, that's right.
they are the dumbest people in the world.
That's right. Yeah, apparently the Mario Kart ride is not for fat people.
Well, that and also people just keep stealing shit from it. They literally had like a diorama out, and like for day one, like people was taking like Mario pieces off and like boxes. They literally had to put a cage over it and make it look like it's part of the like Mario world, so it looked like it was supposed to be there, so no one steals shit from it.
God, why
Don't
are
lie,
we
you would've
garbage
done it.
people? I mean,
It's like, oh my god, it's a little superstar. Boink.
why are Americans such garbage people? Like, the one in Japan has not been touched yet. Like, you don't get things stolen from there. It's like that. What is it?
Because we don't cut your hand off when you steal stuff.
I mean, that is whatever. Oh, what was that thing? It's not Accountability Buddy because that's South Park.
Sexual harassment panda.
No, it was like the Hitch a Ride, buddy, like that started in like Canada, and then they even took it on a plane ride. All
Are you
the way
talking about like the
to-
buddy system from Heavyweights? Buddy!
No, it was this little robot, and it had a GPS.
Oh, yeah,
in it.
and everyone kept messing with it?
Well, no, Canada had it, and it went all the way through there. Then it went over to Europe, and it like ended up somehow in Germany. Then somebody from Germany brought it back over here, landed in Philadelphia, and that is where it died. Is in Philadelphia. Like day one that it landed.
Have you been to Philly before?
That's what everybody said. Like they had a picture of it. They were like, y'all, it survived like 7 different countries, and it landed in Philly, and its arms were ripped off. The GPS system was there. Its face was beaten in by a bat, and everyone's answer was, "That's Philly."
Yeah!
Why? That's not.
Going to Philly. You know, okay, that makes sense.
I was like, oh yeah, he totally
You know,
died.
actually, if you want a good taste of Philly, watch Bill Burr get heckled at Philly and then him just turn on the crowd and just go after this guy. It is amazing.
That's besides the point. Americans are garbage people. We can't have nice things. I want to go to Mario World.
Well, we also don't do things that other countries do.
Anywho, we're gonna wrap this one up because I'm gonna have to take out like a good 10
All
minutes. God dang it! Anywho, we'll see you guys on the next episode. I don't even know what it's gonna be about at this point. We'll see how the news hits.
I'm sure we'll make some kind of voice that's going to be not appropriate for a podcast. Just voice over us doing that bit. Just be like, oh, hello.
Oh,
We're going to throw this cat toy.
oh,
Meow.
what are you doing?
Wow.
We spent all of our money on this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna be editing this and I'm gonna be watching There Will Be Brawl. Something I forgot to mention. When I rewatched it, I realized Matt Mercer does way more voices than what I originally knew. He does the Hannibal Kirby. And so I was like, that is Matt Mercer playing Kirby. And then he has the line where he's like, I bet you that Luigi also served your Peach. And I was like, oh, this is so weird. He starts talking sexually to Princess Peach, and I'm just like, oh, Matt Mercer, maybe you don't want people to know about that. Because you wrote
And you're bringing it back.
Because you wrote those lines. So...
He's no worse than Felicia Day.
Oh, I cannot stand Felicia Day.
I had no problem with her, and then I started watching Critical Role and more of her stuff. I'm like, can you just take a nail and hammer it into your own forehead, please?
No, when I met her at Comic-Con that one year, like, it immediately shattered everything I ever thought about her.
I still really like him, the guy who played Data from Star Trek, but I'm pretty sure he wants to kill us for me just taking that picture of him that we supposed to pay $40 for, and I didn't. I was just like, boop, all right, see you guys later. Because he's just like,
I still think that Kevin Bacon hates my guts because I called him the Baconator. It just came out. Like, he
or
was
he's like, how does she know my sex name?
oh my God, how did this lady know? Like, he was on the corner next to Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I don't think...
What?
Yeah.
How did you get this combo?
I know, right? They were on
Black
this...
Science Guy, Baconator, what's up?
It was some sort of, like, Fox or CNBC thing. They were all, like, on a line, and, like, he was on there... I said it, and I think that Neil deGrasse Tyson heard me. I was like, oh my God, it's Neil deGrasse Tyson's son. Because of Archer or whatever.
Yep.
And I said, do you think if I touch him, then like some of his intelligence will come to me? And I was with Erin at the time, and she was like, I don't think you should touch him. And like I saw him kind of go like, but then I saw
He's
who
like, you
was-
can touch me.
He's like, it's all right. But then I saw who was next to him, and I went, holy shit, it's the Baconator. And he goes like,
All right, so here's the new thing. If anyone gets to see Kevin Bacon,
I call him the Baconator.
call him Baconator, Baconzilla, son of the Baconator, some form of a bacon sandwich every single time. What's up, BFT?
He's gonna be like, where's this all coming from? And then I get in trouble once again.
6
that
degrees of
girl.
BLT.
It's like it's that chick. I will never forget her from freaking Comic-Con.
You know how amazing would that be if Kevin Bacon knows you'd be like, this bitch just keeps calling me sandwiches.
Keeps calling me sandwiches.
All right.
We're gonna call this episode the Baconator.
At E3,
The Baconator at E3. Anywho.
bacon-free E3. All right. Here's what we need to do. Find out where Kevin Bacon's going to be at. Show up with like 30 Baconators. Be like, I got 30 Baconators for Kevin Bacon.
For the Baconator? It's like, you motherfucker. It's like, I'm sorry, it was worth the $500 for these sandwiches just to do this bit.
What up, Smithfield? Just start calling them all different bacon things. Hey, pork belly!
We're gonna get like, we're gonna get banned, or like, what is it? The restraining order from Kevin Bacon just for this little thing right here.
Yo, what's up, Bits? You say Bits? Yeah, Bacon Bits.
He's got a grandkid. It's like, what up, Bacon Bits?
Are these all natural or are they not yours?
All right, we can't top that.
Oh, all right, new shirt idea. Kevin Bacon eating a Baconator with a shirt that says Baconzilla.
All right.
Or another shirt idea. This one's better. It's like a PETA rally. And they just got signs that says no bacon, but it's his face with a cross through it. They just think that everyone's eating Kevin Bacon.
Kevin, I swear.
I'm sorry. You're never gonna see this butt still. I'm sorry.
We're gonna go somewhere and we're gonna actually see him. He's gonna be like, "Hey, yeah, the Baconator bit. Yeah, I've heard a bunch about that."
As official today, we're changing our logo from a pizza to a Baconator. It looks like Kevin Bacon.
We'll see y'all in the next episode.